Welcome to the Paul Theory Show, where we discuss my theories. Today, we'll talk about tech, I guess, or future of tech. Okay, so I was thinking about AI, artificial intelligence, and will it, at some point, are we there yet? When is it going to happen? When will the machines take over? So it's funny because when I think of AI, I guess I'm not really thinking of what the nerds may think of it. Because when I think of AI, I think of like self-awareness computers. Like when computers become self-aware and take over the human race. But apparently, if you look up AI, they're not referring to self-aware computers. They're talking about just computers that can basically figure things out on their own based on probably programming, so according to my quick search, they already think, there are already computers that are considered artificial intelligence. I guess it's a primitive form. I guess even like when you think about your Google search and stuff, you ask your Google to do something. You ask your Google, hey, put a reminder of an appointment for tomorrow at 6 o'clock. It listens to you and it does that. It does what you ask it to do. And I guess that is kind of considered a AI, artificial intelligence. But it's not self-awareness. It's not like the computer saying, well, you know what? Why don't you go to the movies instead? Screw that, or just messes up your appointment because they don't like you. And you're a jerk. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we are in the world of we live in a time where there is AI to a certain degree, and now of course they're talking about when will AI become like as intelligent as a human. Well, obviously. In a lot of regards, it's already smarter than computers. As smarter than people because it can remember stuff. It has all this wealth of information. So like basically, I'm thinking like something like Google, or is attached to the internet, or is the internet, where it has access to all this information. So in a sense, it is that in a way smarter than you, but it doesn't have the logic figure things out like you do, or I do. So I guess they're talking about when will the artificial intelligence become that smart? Or I guess when you're dealing with one, you can't even really tell that you are dealing with a computer. I guess some of these wannabe phone systems where, would you like to talk to, would you like to get your financial records? Would you like to change your address? And you're like, yes, well, great, well, let that. So I guess there is a form of that where you're on the phone and you're talking to a computer. And I don't think there's any of them so smart where you don't realize you're talking to a computer for very long. Sometimes they might fool you at first, but then you kind of realize it. So at some point, you won't know when you're on the phone if you're talking to a computer or a person. So probably the customer service would be better. So when will it become self-aware? And my thing is, when I was thinking about self-awareness, it seemed like if a computer or some kind of technology becomes self-aware, doesn't that make it alive in a sense? So I'm thinking most likely computers will not become self-aware in that sense of like Terminator, destroy the world. But even though it does not have self-awareness, will its logic be smart enough to realize or still be a threat, even though it's not self-aware? Just by its own programming, it might say that people are a threat, or it might say you'd be better off to wipe out Japan or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Don't get crazy. So I don't think it needs to be self-aware. It's just, I guess it would be, is the programming so sophisticated that it can start to realize things and start doing things based on its programming that might make it a threat. But of course, if it's not self-aware, you program in all these safe havens, or safe words or safe programming where you can never harm a human, like in the movie I, Robot. So I guess the whole thing was most of the robots in I, Robot were not self-aware, but the one was somehow. So you could I guess if it's not self-aware, you could program things into it. But if it becomes self-aware, it can just say, you know what, I don't like your programming. I'll make my own programming. I'll reprogram myself. Or maybe, you know, it even though it's not self-aware, it might realize that the programming is flawed and fix itself. Invest in the programming to fix itself when something is not efficient, to make it efficient. So, I guess what I'm saying is, being self-aware is probably not going to happen anytime soon. But it might seem that way. It might seem that a computer or technology is self-aware because the programming is so deep and it's probably so, you know, or flawed in a sense, or, you know, it could be so good, but then there's a flaw that screws it all up. Then the programming might become a threat, even though it's not self-aware, just based on the programming. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, that's that. Another thing I wanted, I was thinking about when I was thinking about AI, and it has nothing to do with it, was the space program. I gotta admit, I'm a huge fan of Elon Musk, or what his name is, the Tesla guy, the guy that made Tesla cars and SpaceX. Huge fan. Want to work for him. Anyhow, but and then his, I guess the plan is for us to go to Mars. And my understanding, and I could be wrong, but last I heard, we have the technology to get a person to Mars, but maybe not have the technology to get them back. Or it'd be just that much more expensive to get them back. It'd be huge expense. Seems to me that there is really not even a need for it to send a person, an actual person, to Mars for a long time. And what's the point? Now, I know we want to explore Mars, and hey, we're doing that with rovers. Rover. And I could see sending a person to, or people, to, what's the word? To go around Mars, I guess, without land on it. To orbit Mars. There we go. We can even have it orbit. It seems like to me they should have, they probably already have things that are permanently rotating around Mars or already orbiting Mars. And we could have a Mars orbiter space station. But it seems to me, with the technology now, that we are pretty close to I've seen some robot technology coming from Japan. It's really sharp. That's what I'm like, I think. Anyways, so it seems like robots are more practical to use to go to Mars. But now I'm not saying just like in the boring sense of the boring robots where they go down there and send us pictures. I'm thinking like Avatar version style, you know? So you could actually be, say, in that orbiting Mars, get into your Avatar 3D outfit, and get the sense that you are there. So you can control the robot on Mars. So you can get the sense that you're there with a cool camera system and explore it as if you were there, but not have to worry about trying to get you off the planet when you're done. Or dying, crashing down. I guess crashing down is probably, I know it's going to be difficult, but they can probably figure that out to do it safely. But it just seems like it'd be a lot cheaper than sending them, sending them down. It was probably down is probably the hard part. Getting it back up from Mars is probably the harder part, even though gravity's less. So it seems like to me that we should be doing more Avatar research. And maybe we are. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the world. You know, it seemed like that would be a better way to explore it. And then everybody can explore it. There could be an avatar down there. Think about it. If you have one avatar down there on Mars, which you could have hundreds really, but say you had one. If you put a person down there, they have to eat, they have to sleep, they got to take naps, they got to rest. But that avatar, you could run that thing 24/7. You could have different people running the same avatar. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be a lot more efficient. Probably a lot more cost efficient too. Granted, I'm sure that the initial technology would cost millions and millions of dollars. But sending a person down and bringing them back up, and you gotta feed them and all that stuff, that would cost a lot as well. So I think they should do the Avatar approach. And obviously, it wouldn't be cool like the movie Avatar, but it could be like these robot things that they have over, I think, in Honda. They got some cool robots, and it probably would be maybe not as kick-ass, but you know, something more fail-safe. But then you can have more than one. So like if one of them falls over, you can use the other one to help you out. Hey. So that's what I'm thinking about. Technology. When is going to be the next big break in technology? Who knows? You know, I can't wait to discover something that just like so off left field that we like, whoa, I didn't know that could even be in existence. And then change the world. Yeah, hopefully the virtual reality stuff seems like, I don't know, I guess it's out there, but I don't know if it's any good or not. I haven't used anything that was mind-blowing yet, but I haven't tried them all. And then what else? What happened to Apple glasses or something? Is that coming out? Eyeglasses. No, I already have eyeglasses. iPhone glasses. No, well, whatever. That should be interesting. I guess that's still in the works. I haven't got mine yet. But I got a feeling at some point, maybe not. Maybe there'll be a turning away from technology, going back to nature. Or maybe it'll just all be integrated, where people will go back to nature with their technology to enhance this experience. All possibilities. Yeah, I'm babbling. I think I'm over this topic. If you have any insight or information on the topics below that we discussed, please write it in the comments. Or if you have some good secret stuff that you want to tell me, you want to keep it on a down low, you can email it to me to Paul Theory Show. That is paultheoryshow@AOL.com. AOL.com. Now remember, if you're send me some stuff that's super top secret, that'll get you in trouble, I would not use your personal computer because, of course, you're smart enough, you probably realize, they will track you down and kill you. Alright, thanks for watching The Paul Theory Show.